Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for the debriefing on the Waco Jet Rally, or Greater Southwest Jet Rally. We had a good time down there, guys, but first of all I want to apologize. I don't know, I was kind of off my game that weekend. I don't know. I had to work on the thunderchief all day long Friday, all day, and didn't get hardly any video done, and my back was just killing me. But you know, I tried to do the best I could. You know, under the circumstances, there was a lot of turbine flame mounts out there. I've never seen so many flame mounts at a jet meet, and I think it was all the fires in Texas had burned all the oxygen out of the air. And everybody's kept flaming out. Man, it happened to a lot of people. A couple guys made it back to the runway. A couple people had to ditch it in that field. And me, I had to ditch it way out there. Man, that grass was like 4 foot tall. We had a hard time even finding it. I was driving out there. I thought I seen it. It ended up being a big old pile of dirt. And it landed in some rough. It was a good landing, and I learned a lot from it. And but it was in some rough old Texas tundra, man. Grass, weeds, bushes this tall, big piles of dirt everywhere. Oh, it was just a bad place to ditch. But what can you do? You know, turbine died. No, the gear didn't go up. I don't know. I'm going to give them things to Central Jet. Bruce, I'm handing them things off to you. He's going to put a rack and pinion. The air cylinder's got the rack on it. You put a pinion gear on the axle, and it really torques them up, man. And plus, I'll have my other air cylinders. I got to leave on there because of the locks. And that's going to get them gear up and down. I really believe that's going to work. But I took off, the plane took off on it, had plenty of power on takeoff, and I went around, twice, and I started realizing it was getting a little mushy in this one, in the downwind leg. It was just real mushy in that turn. And I thought, what is up? And I went past this, and it was kind of wanting the nose was kind of wanting to come up. I had to bump it down a couple times, and it was losing power is what it was doing. And as I went through the turn, boom, died. Way down there, man. It just wasn't going to make it back. No how, no way. But as it was coming down, it kind of leveled off, and it was just hanging there, man. It was just hanging there like a sail plane. And Dave was spotting for me. He said, man, get the nose down. So I bumped the nose and got it down, gave it some down elevator, just bumped it, just tapped it. And got the nose down and came down and flared it right at the right time, and it's a nice landing in a bad spot. But that plane did not tip stall. Okay, a lot of planes, when it was hanging there, it would have just fell off a wing and went in. And it didn't do it. The plane flies great. But I think I know where my issue is, where I got to hold the ailerons in the turn. If you don't hold the pressure on the ailerons, it wants to level out. Okay, and the most jets, you bump the ailerons and you can just let it go back to neutral and it'll stay there. You know, then you turn. But you got to hold the thunderchief, and I figured out why. Mike Kolzik's got over 700 hours flying a thunderchief, and he was telling me, you know, we got like a 46% sweep. Okay, I know a lot of guys don't know this. I did not know it. But for every 4 degrees of sweep, I think it's 4. He told me the number. I might not be exactly right on this, but every so many degrees, I think it's 4. Every 4 degrees of sweep equals 1 degree of downhedral, or ahedral. And I did not know that. So that is why that plane is wanting to stable out. What the problem is the plane is too stable. Okay, stable planes don't make good fighters. You got to make them unstable. That is why they angle the wings down. Now, me, Paul, and Butch talked about all this when I was going to mount them wings, you know, through the wing building process. And we thought maybe on this first one we ought to just make them straight, you know, and that's what we decided to do. And I think that is why this plane is so stable. That's why it wants to level back out. So they put anhedral in there to counteract the sweep acting like the hedral. You understand that? So what we're basically doing is got to make that plane unstable enough to where it was to roll off that wing, you know, a little easier and not go back to center, you know. And that's why I got a hold of ailerons in the wings. So, bam. I'm laying up wings right now. I'm gonna make, even though it only damaged one ring, that thing's a tank, man. Oh man, is that airplane a tank? I thought it was just going to be destroyed because I seen it coming in for a landing, but once it hit that tall grass, you know, I seen some parts fly in the air, and I figured that's it, it's toasted. And we went over there. The only thing that was hurt was that one wing. That's it. That thing's a tank, man. And it just, you know, hit a hole or something. Why that thing exploded? But it just, that one wing just disintegrated. You know, it's what composite planes do, you know. But we had a good time out there, but like I say, then Sunday, oh, my back hurt terrible. Took everything I had to give you guys what I did, and I apologize. I know it could have been better, but I'm going to work on that. This was the last meet of the year. I don't know, you know, I don't know, just had an off day. You know, I hope you guys understand, don't be mad at me. And we're going to do better. We're going to do better next year. We're going to get some good Bob TV. And, but that is the issue with the Thunderchief. Butch got his B-58 back. That's one of them he built, oh, a long time ago, you know. He sold it to someone, and then that guy never did nothing with it, and Butch bought it back. But it was all hollow. It don't have nothing in it. But, man, that's sure a gorgeous plane. I can't wait to see it finished. And had a couple fans show up from the Houston area. And I got to meet him. He's a good guy, man. Forgot your name, though, brother. I'm bad at names sometimes. Especially when I get tired, I get dehydrated, my arm is, oh, it just gets to throbbing at the end of the day. But, oh, and guess what else? We got a B-1 bomber update for you. Bam! There it is, back in the shop. And I got the most important ingredient right there. That is the plug for my main spar that I've been needing. I can now mold my main spar. That is made out of Ren. Okay? I don't have to glass this. This is just a material that it's tough enough you don't have to glass it. All we got to do is prime it. We wanted to make it out of Ren so my holes will be perfect. If we made this out of foam, went in here, tried to glass all that, just little tiny amounts will throw your wings off. But that is one expensive hunk of stuff right there, man. I mean, just that right there is, you guys wouldn't believe how much just that one little piece costed. But we had to do it to get everything perfect. This is where my flap tracks go. Right there. And this has got a little lip on it. That's where my slats go into it. And man, we got this all figured out, man. This is going to work great. All I got to do is prime this and it is ready to mold. I'll have this molded up quick. I got the other one that's still in the trailer. But I got all the pieces, but you guys know I want to make up new ones. Even these nacelles, these nacelles are heavy, man. I can make them out of that foam. Just have them come out so much lighter. It'd be crazy not to. You know, I can get a lot of weight off of this big thing and have me a nice weather vane for my roof. But I'm going to get back on these. I got to get these Thunderchiefs done, guys. I'm committed. I have to get these Thunderchiefs done before I can work on this. And just bear with me. My summertime We're gonna have us a B-1 bomber, baby. 10 minutes at a time.